Good morning to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, we have a few things to talk about, including an emerging issue, and this is a warning. And I want to thank Tanya for sending me this. But is there a sell-off coming? Is there a sell-off coming? There's an outflow right now from Asia of just about 16,350 Bitcoin, valued at $1 billion in the order book right now. And it's something that we have to pay very close attention. I won't hide it, but this is from Coinbase. And Tanya, thank you so much for sending me this. But as we can see in the outflow, there's 8.175K Bitcoin twice, and it's coming from Coinbase, and it shows the exact transaction. So that's approximately 1 billion worth of Bitcoin being ready to be sent out in the outflows, which means they're getting ready to sell them for the profit. So when does that happen? Because that's going to drop the price of Bitcoin when and if it does happen. So I want to put that out in the forefront right now in this morning's update. And Tanya, thank you so much, love, for sending that, because that is a vital piece of information that I was able to see this morning. And now we have to be cautious, because if that's the case, Bitcoin's going to end up going from, we were all the way up to 62,000. If this is the case here, Bitcoin reversed this morning at 62,600, and that came to light, so we knew that was happening. So if this is an M-topping reversal, that's going to drop us down. We could drop some 2,000 to 5,000 points today if this is true. So pay attention. It's Friday. It's the start of the new month. The weekly candle closed, or the monthly candle closed for Bitcoin already. So we're going to pay attention and see what this ramification is across the crypto market, because it's an extravagant move here. If there's $1 billion coming to it's outflowing out of Bitcoin, and they're selling 16,350 Bitcoin, this price is going to come down here this morning, and this is probably what we're seeing right now. So that's a warning to everybody. Now, hopefully, as this video goes on, we're going to be able to see this continue on. But of course, it would start dropping right when I'm on my update. But in the event, we're going to share the information. We're going to get into a lot on the charts. I'm going to save a lot of the news, and we'll talk about the news later on today. But today, we need to focus on the technical analysis. As we can see, the volatile swing has happened right now. And as we uncovered, thanks to Tanya, early this morning, $1 billion in sales is about to come to Bitcoin. If it's not in the process right now, possibly, as it's down 1,100 points from the top. But Asia is single-handedly going to cause this next downflow, as $1 billion in Bitcoin, worth 16,350 Bitcoin, is being offloaded from Coinbase in an outflow right now. So that's going to be a lot of volatility. And now we're going to have to see how this plays out this morning, because unfortunately, this gives me a bad feeling that we're about to have a big drop again. Not like out of this world, but it's definitely dropping us down here. And we can see it massively taking effect already since I started this update. So please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video and more people can reach this vital information, because it's vital. It's key. And by hitting that like button, it doesn't just bring in new viewers, it brings old viewers that might not be getting the alerts in their algorithm through their YouTube feeds. And by you hitting that like button, YouTube starts recommending it, and all of a sudden somebody wakes up today and it's back in their algorithm, so it's in their feed, and they find their way back home. With XRP, we've reversed now down below 59 cents, right around 59 cents. We've been unable to overtake and take as a new support that 60-cent level. We're going to go down step by step to see what's going on. And we're going to watch this in real time as it develops. So let me timestamp this. Good morning. 9:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, March 1st, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Be cautious, be careful, but don't let your emotion dictate your next move. I'm giving you the advantage to see this before, it materializes, but it could very well be in the process right now. The big news today is what's been discovered. Two different outflows of 8.175K Bitcoin, which is 8,175 Bitcoin, times two or $100 billion or $1 billion worth are in the outflows from Coinbase. So $1 billion is being sold in Bitcoin. It's in the outflows. So how does this affect us? Well, now that we know what's going on, Bitcoin has had a reversal from 62,700, and it came down about 1,100 points here all of a sudden in the last very short amount of time. Very short amount of time here we've come down. And now we've got to account for 17,000 Bitcoin. That's nothing. Some people will be like, oh, that's it. That's 700 Bitcoin and we move that much. Imagine 15,000 or 17,500 Bitcoin or 16,500 Bitcoin having to be sold. And that's on, we were talking about, I don't remember if it was Coinbase. I think it was Coinbase. Well, let's just look at this exchange, for example. When we had that big drop, let's go into that candle. When we had the big drop the other day, just for, that was 9,151 Bitcoin that was transferring right there. This is 16,500. That's 7,000 extra Bitcoin. So if this is true, we're going to see some kind of dump here. But now let's look at it from a different aspect. I've given you all you need to know about that Bitcoin order that's in the outflows. So you can make a cautious, a well thought out decision here this morning. If you're in spot, this affects you none. Leverage traders, I'm telling you right now, they're liquidating the longs and shorts. So be very careful as the longs have already lost their shirts, shorts, hats, top hats, ties, barrettes. You know, so sunglasses. Just make sure you're making an educated decision here. There is something brewing. There is something brewing, and I thank Tanya for sending that because it was quite suspicious that XRP, with all that liquidity, couldn't hold 60 cents. It was quite suspicious with Bitcoin after dumping from 64,300 to like 58,400 and having that 5,000 point drop in minutes or 6,000 point and then not being able to maintain 63,000. Doesn't seem right. Something big's coming. And maybe that's why. Maybe it's lining up for that sale, and that's what we're waiting for to continue on, because that in the outflow order book is huge. To see 1 billion in potential sales just sitting there, or 16,500 Bitcoin, is pretty incredible. Let's get into XRP. XRP in the 1 hour time frame, we're still working off our breakout. I still think we're targeting 66.6 cents in time. How would a sell-off that massively of Bitcoin affect us? We don't know. But we can speculate that maybe we topped here, and that's why it pulled back so harshly at 62.6 yesterday. But now we need to see if we can build up here. We haven't done diddly squat here. We've done nothing. Now we're putting in a reversal candle. But we need to see if this plays out as a reversal, because it's very certain, or it's very possible that all of this is starting to line up for that dump that could be coming with Bitcoin, because that's it's a massive amount in that order book. I can't help it. And the Asia, so one day the USA helped perpetrate the dump. Now Asia's looking for their returns. And that's a big outflow. So it's not that I want to keep shedding light on it. It's just we have to watch that today. We have got to watch that today, as that outflow from Coinbase in two separate transactions of 6,175 Bitcoin, or 8,175 Bitcoin. That's 16,350 Bitcoin. That's on the order book right now. On the order book. And when does that materialize? When does that when does that actually hit us? Are we in the process of it right now? Is that why Bitcoin came down 1,100 points here recently, as it was approaching 63,000 again? But this doesn't feel right now. XRP can't even barely hold 59 cents. And if we go into the other formation, we've got to start being realistic. What the hell's going on? That looks like a gravestone doji is forming right there. Yes, it looks green right now, but that's only because of the positioning. So we need to see how these next short candles play out. There's a very real chance XRP could be coming back down to 57.6 in the immediate short term. And then if that doesn't hold and we start to materialize back down, maybe we retest as a support structure this area And maybe it does come back through. Maybe it does fill out and we back test this and maybe it comes down to 57.8. But what I'm looking at right now is not because it's breaking down, it's breaking up. We're going to take this away. I'm looking at the pure fact that we got rejected at 62.72 and now we put in this short-term cup. If we're putting in a handle here, this is nice. This is very nice. But if it is putting in a handle, is it going to come all the way down here? Because it certainly seems like, unless that's all it's going to do, but it seems like, unless we round out right here, you could get a not much bigger, but it could come down a little farther for that handle. So if I'm watching it right now, if I'm in the audience, what I'm thinking right now firmly is XRP looks to have finished off a cup. Granted, it's a short-term cup, but it is at 6272 and we double tapped it. And it looks like a prototypical cup. Looks like we're into the handle formation. And you know what? I take that back. I take it back. We came down where I was thinking. I forgot about that wick. So if you think about this, we come around for the cup. Whoops. We come around for the cup. We have that nice breakdown for the handle. And maybe that's what the consolidatory tug back down was. Because as we can see, that handle comes all the way through. So now we're looking to rebound, and we would have to come back above 62.72 and push out to put in a successful handle. Now, I'm not sure that that's all the way down yet. It very well could drag itself back down farther. And if Bitcoin does have a drop today, XRP more than likely is going to follow it. That looks like a gravestone doji there. Those are bearish. I know it's green, but it's very well possible that this next candle is not going to go our way. Hopefully it does. Hopefully we just continue on. This is all facade, and Bitcoin doesn't drop. But that order book is definitely making me a little nervous this morning. And I'm going to be transparent with everybody. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm feeling this morning. So if we do get a drop here, pay very close attention. Look in the video description below and or pinned comments. Make sure you click on the link to BITUNIX if you're in the USA. They have the lowest spot fees and leverage trading fees, but you don't need a VPN to trade. And they have XRP. So set it up now. Make sure you have the ability if we do have a drop here, because there is a chance that we have a flash drop here and you might get a nice buying opportunity. And if you are considering BITUNIX, just pay attention to this for a limited time offer. If you deposit $400,000, if you're a bigger fish, they will give you $5,000 after you deposit. If you do a deposit of $200,000 cumulatively, it doesn't have to be at the same time. $3,000 bonus, $50,000 in deposits, $1,000, $10,000, $300, $5,000, $100, $1,000, $20, $200, $10, and any size deposit will get you at least $1. So if you're a bigger fish, take advantage of this. This is a limited time bonus, but it's up to $5,000 you can get on BITUNIX right now, which is pretty incredible. And that's in the video description below and or pinned comments if you're looking to find a way to trade XRP, as it's available in the USA and it's the lowest fees you're going to find. If you're trying to find a way to show me support for the time I put in, consider joining Tom's Army and getting the first month badge of me being abducted by aliens all the way on through 2 years and on. Or consider sending one YouTube super chat per month, as it's the first of the month here, so the start of the month, to show your appreciation. But most importantly, make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this update so more and more people can find their way into this community, and even the older viewers can find their way back home. I thank each and every one of you for 20,400 subscribers, so don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel if you do value my work. So XRP right now, sitting right at 59 cents. It's a big candle right now. In my opinion, this is a big candle to come after this one in an hour. If this does form a bearish tendency here, we could find ourselves coming down a little bit. But I'm almost positive that this would be dependent on Bitcoin having this drop. And it looks like something's brewing here. Like, we can't hide the fact that Bitcoin's come down 1,100 points here, and that there's an outflow of 1 billion Bitcoin from the Asian side. If you're just tuning in, 2 separate transactions of 8,175 Bitcoin at $500 million each is on the order block right now as an outflow. And Tanya, thank you for giving us that information early this morning. If we look at XRP from a slightly different perspective, we know we've broken out of certain formations. And now it's a matter of, I'm looking at this morning, as long as XRP can maintain, even on a drop, this 57.6, that's going to be a good back test if we were to break down. And then if we were to hold that 57.6, I am firmly confident. Obviously, we need to get back above the pivot point at 60 cents and break the swing high of 62.4 cents. But in my gut, as long as this doesn't break down, I still am thinking that we're going up to 66.6 cents in time. And we're going to see if this market's bullish or bearish in that area. That's what I'm interpreting or anticipating to happen. But that doesn't come without a struggle. There's a very real chance that XRP could go down some 6 to 10% here if Bitcoin really does have this outflow. And that would put us down. I like to speculate. Folks. So from the top, we came down from 62 cents, but that was yesterday. So from today's daily at 594, if we were to drop 10% or 8%, where's that 5.7? So man, if we come back down here to touch that pivot point, that's a decent drop. Let's go see the other from July of 2023, the support right now. Because we are speculating that we just completed a cup here with XRP. And that could be the hindrance here at 62.72 roughly. Maybe not 62.72, but close. It's like on this chart, it's... Actually, you know what? We'll see. We'll see how much farther we have to go, because we know we already wicked it. But we'll see if this builds the handle. This is very interesting this morning, in my opinion. You guys might not be as interested, but this is very fascinating for me personally. If we do come down, yeah, we're trying to hold 578 first layer. And we're trying to see if we can break out of this instead of breaking down. It's just, we're keeping ourselves cautiously optimistic here with what we found out about Bitcoin this morning and the outflow in Asia. I'm going to keep pounding that home this morning. 1 billion in total of Bitcoin and the outflows right now. 2 separate transactions at 8,175 Bitcoin, valued at about just over $500 million each. So just over $1 billion is going into the outflows from Asia and Coinbase. So we need to read into that just a little bit. And we're going to stay on top of the charts all day long to try to figure out what's going on here. If XRP somehow did make a move up past 66.6 cents, our next immediate move is 75 cents. And that's the pattern formation of all time. That's when we went to the swing high of in 2018 to 330 to 350, depending on exchanges. And then we converged to a swing low of just about 10.1 cents 27 months later in March of 2020. Pushed out to 21 when we had the bear market rally and got rejected at $1.98. Swung back down to 2022 at 286. Hit again in 2023 at 30 cents and 34 cents. And now the next time, if we hit that uptrending support, if we had a catastrophic drop from here, it's at around 38.4 cents. So, but in the current moment, we're trying to validate a breakout attempt here. And all we need to do right now is hold this 57.6 cent area on consolidation. We've got a little bit of room here, about 5% underneath if we have to use it. So just be optimistic this morning. If you're an XRP holder, don't go anywhere. If you're trading leverage, be very, very careful this morning. There's going to be a volatile swing. We just don't know when, but I can feel it. And I'm hoping that it's a distraction with the order book, but it seemingly seems like this should retest down a little bit. It probably is going to retest down with what we found with the outflows. So let's just pay attention to that. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Thank you all so much for tuning into this morning update. Please make sure you hit that like button so YouTube recommends this video on the way out. 62,000 is a key level for Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get back over 62K, or if being below it initiates some kind of drop. For XRP, being below 60 cents is dangerous on today's daily close, as we've got to get above 60 cents and start pushing up. So we're going to want to see here. It would be great before the weekend if XRP could have a push up. But just considering it's a Friday, the end of the week, the start of a new month, the monthly candle close for Bitcoin and XRP, volatility could be rampant here today. It very much so could be rampant. XRP, market cap lasting, and then I'll be out. And make sure you hit hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Type it if you made it until the end of this video. So right now, XRP and the market cap, we're trying to hold the breakout level at 32.29 billion. If we hold that level, first target 33.8, followed by 35.14 billion, and that will open the door pretty nicely for XRP. Actually, you know what? I take that back. If XRP comes up here, first target 33.96 billion, because it looks like we could be putting in a bullish handle here if it holds it in this short-term cup that we finished. Just a small observation I'm making right now. So if it bounces off of this support, this bullish handle should very well, if it breaks 33.9, should be the catalyst to get us up to 38.9 billion in the XRP market cap. However, if we get rejected here at 32.2 billion, that could open up the door for a 3 billion drop in the market cap. So just pay attention to all the levels that can happen here. Pay attention to what's going on with Bitcoin, but be optimistic. Just be optimistic. And if Bitcoin continues moving up instead of falling, which I hope it does, because it could have a nice rally here, we should be coming up to finish this cup around 69,000. We do have a first technical target at 66,000 on this push up. So watch that resistance level very carefully if we do make a 4,000 point push here in the near future. And after that 69,000, it looks like it wants to build a beautiful cup. And then it would have a massive handle that could come as far down as 38,000. Maybe it holds at 50. We don't know. But it would have to have a volatile swing back for us to become super bullish here. So pay attention to all this. Make sure you hit that like button and in the comments if you're still here. Hashtag be better, do better.